Assalamualaikum and hi students. Today I would like to concentrate on chapter number 6 which is about dimorphisms, okay, under MIC260. So as usual, after finish this chapter, you should be able to understand about dimorphisms, importance of pathogenic fungi and factors affecting dimorphisms. Okay, what is dimorphism actually? Okay, this is actually an introduction for dimorphisms. Okay, from Greek word, this means twice or two. Okay, morphe means producing two morphologically distinct types of zoospores. Okay, and if you look at here, dimorphic bacteria. Okay, dimorphic fungi is a fungus able to grow either in yeast form or in mycelial form, which exhibiting dimorphisms, which is including zygomycete, ascomycete, basidiomycete, and deuteromycete. Okay, so dimorphic fungi have the ability to live in two forms, which are number one, spherical form, and number two, tubular form. Okay, they are actually filamentous fungi, which is the spherical form during spore formation. Okay, most of them are human and animal pathogens. Some are saprophytes. Okay, reason for dimorphism: number one, there exists stability between the filamentous and spherical growth, and number two, there are biochemical differences between the two forms that allow for differences in the morphology. Okay, for example, if you look at here is Penicillium magnificae. Okay, this fungi, is actually mycelial saprophytic form, grows at 25 degrees Celsius, and yeast-like pathogenic form at 37 degrees Celsius. So they change their form. Okay, as you can see from here, this is actually about thermal dimorphism for P. magnificae. Okay, A up there. Okay, A is actually about what? The mole phase of P. magnificae depicting okay, pear lights bearing typical conidia, slight culture incubated at 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, meanwhile for B, okay, if you look at that up there on your right hand side, okay, this is actually thin multiply branches hypae developing for conidia eros incubated in SDB media, okay, for 34 hours at 25 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile for C, okay, C is actually short broad hypae generated from conidia eros incubated in SDB for 24 hours at 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, very high temperature. Okay, and the last one, D, on your right hand side up there. Okay, yeast cell of P. magnificae produced from conidia incubated in SDB for 96 hours at 37 degrees Celsius. So there are different type of forms. Okay, effect of dimorphisms, what's that? Of course, hypergrowth allow the cell to move and penetrate unsuitable barriers, for example animal tissue. Okay, pseudohypae cell of Saccharomyces cerevisiae can penetrate agar, but yeast colonies can only sit on the surface agar. So this is just an example for yeast-like growth and mold growth. Okay, on this figure. Okay, human pathogens. Okay, for example, Candida albicans, Histoplasma capsulatum, Paracoccidioides branchiensis, okay, Coccidioides immitis, Wagilla dermatitis, and Sporotoxoides senki. So this is actually fungus that as a human pathogens. Okay, for plant pathogens, for example here Opitoma ulmi and Ustilagomydes. Okay, Candida albicans and Ustilagomydes, actually their mycelia are more pathogenic than their yeast-like cell. Okay, next, Histoplasma capsulatum, Paracoccidioides branchiensis, and Blastomyces dermatitis is pathogenic in the yeast form but saprophytic in the mycelial form. Okay, number 3, H. capsulatum, P. brasiliensis, and Coccidioides immitis, pathogenic in yeast form. These fungi do not affect the mucosal layers but get into the lungs via spores. It's very dangerous. Okay, spores get into the lungs when breathing in, and infection spread, especially when the immune system is weak. Okay, patient undergoing chemotherapy. Okay, this also can be related to our COVID-19, but this is just for fungus one. Okay. Okay, this is the effect, about this is about systemic mycosis, hepatoplasmosis. What happened to the lung and to the human? Okay, from your left hand side, this is disseminated Histoplasma capsulatum or lung infection. Meanwhile, for your right hand side is disseminated Histoplasma capsulatum skin infection. So it's very dangerous actually. Okay, next. Number 4 is Trichophyton species infect skin on man, or in Malay called panau. Okay, the white spot one. And number 5, Opistoma umi and Ustilagomydis. So use the tips of hypae to penetrate host cell. The infection process is the vascular tissues via spolar yeast cell. For example, this is can causing Dutch disease. Okay, this is for plant. Okay, next, Candida applicant. Okay, this is actually a general standard or the common one. Okay, Candida applicans, the fungus Candida is in a yeast form, but when it enters tissues, it can form what is referred to as pseudohypae. I think you have learned about this one before. Unlike most, Candida albicans cannot grow hypae, long filaments, but the form that has wire inside tissues is long and looks like hypae. Thus, this is called pseudohypae. Okay, as you can see from your right hand side, this the pink color, the purple color, this is gram stain of Candida albicans showing germ tubes production in serum. Okay, next, media used contain N-acetylglycosamine or serum or both to initiate growth of hypae. Changes in the environment can influence one of the form X here. Number 1, example here, number 1, rise in temperature. Neutral pH and media with depletion of nutrient encourage hypergrowth compared to yeast. Other factors that influence dimorphism of Candida albicans include number 1, adhesin cell wall like ligand. Fungal cell wall adhesin involved in adherence to host tissue or abiotic medical devices are critical for colonization, leading to invasion and damage of host tissue. Okay, factor number 2, protease as an enzyme which breaks down proteins and peptides. And number 3, phenotypic switching is in fungi is an in vitro reversible phenomenon that is defined as the spontaneous emergence of colonies with altered colony morphology at rates higher than somatic mutation rate. Okay, this is another one example, for the disease caused by Candida albicans, infection of the nails. Okay, called cutaneous mycosis. Okay, don't forget to recall about the scientific name of this infection. Okay, through the nails of human by Candida albicans. Okay, I think that's all for chapter number 6. All the best and good luck. Thank you for watching.